A very good morning to all of you. Children, I know how much efforts you are putting forth to make notes, learn, practice, download, and complete the given worksheets and assignments from the portal. Every day you are here shows that you are willing to study hard and enhance your knowledge. I encourage you to keep trying as well as appreciate your consistency and determination. So, let us start with a very quick recap of the previous class. This poem, Night Voices, is written in a conversational style. Second point that you need to remember is that it describes the feelings of a boy who is afraid of dark. Third, he repeatedly questions his father about the various voices that he hears at night. He asks his father who whispers in the wood. And what does the father tell him? The father tells him that it is the moving wind that whispers in the wood. But the boy is not convinced of this answer and he feels as if someone is still whispering in the wood. Now look at the first two lines of the second stanza. Father, father, who is that a murmuring? Who is it who murmurs in the night? So now the boy puts forth another question to his father. He asks, who is that who keeps on murmuring? Here murmuring means saying something in a low voice. So he asks, who murmurs in the night? Now the third and the fourth line says, you say it is the roar of the wave upon the shore. Okay, so here the father says that it is the roar of the waves. Roar, a loud sound or noise of waves as they strike upon the shore. But there is someone who murmurs in the night. So again, the father is unable to pacify or comfort this boy by saying that it is the waves on the shore that murmur. But there's someone who murmurs in the night. But the child nullifies all his father's efforts by saying that there's someone who murmurs in the night. He says, or you can say that he still feels as if it is some human figure that murmurs in the night. One thing that you might have noted in the first and the second stanza is that the child always complains of the voices made by a human figure or a human being, right? Now, moving ahead with the third verse, Father, Father, who is that laughs at us? Who is it who chuckles in the glen? Over here, chuckles means laughs quietly or to laugh quietly. And glen means a narrow valley, especially among mountains. So now, this scared boy questions his father, who is that laughs at us? He feels as if someone keeps on laughing at them. And who chuckles, that is laughs quietly in the glen or in the valley. Oh, father, let us go, for the light is burning low. He requests his father to leave the place while the light is burning low or before the light extinguishes. And there's somebody laughing in the glen. He hears the sound of someone laughing in the valley again. Therefore, he again requests his father, pleads his father to leave the place immediately before the light extinguishes. Okay, the fears of the child keeps on growing. Can you tell why? Right, because he is not ready, the boy is not ready to believe his father. Though the father answers the questions of the boy rationally or logically. Okay, moving to the fifth stanza of the poem. Uh, yes. Father, father, tell me what you are waiting for. Tell me why your eyes are on the door. Now, in these two lines, the boy pleads his father to tell him what was he waiting for. Why has he not left the place and keeps on looking at the door? It is dark and it is late. He reminds him that it is already dark, it is already late. But you sit so still and straight, ever staring, ever smiling at the door. Now, here the boy is confused, or you can say that he is curious about his father's unresponsive nature. As the father does not give any reply, rather, he sits straight and still, staring and smiling at the door. So, the father's actions in this last stanza have replaced the noises in the night. The father tries his best to calm the child and explains his doubts as natural process. On the contrary, the child's fears keep growing and haunting him as he is not ready to believe and trust his father. As to the unresponsive nature of his father, we can say that the father might have understood that pacifying his child or consoling his child or giving sympathy to his child with words is just not enough for him, or is not the only solution for the problem that his child is facing. He might have accepted his fears and wanted him to give an opportunity where the boy could confront or overcome his irrational fears by himself. But of course, to his father's support. Also, the poem tells us that it is essential for children to believe or trust their parents. Otherwise, we can see how the boy is not able to get rid of his fears. For now, we have completed the entire explanation of the poem, and I want you to go through the word meanings of the poem. As you can see it on the page, I would just give a quick reading to it. Sighs means exhale a long, deep, audible breath expressing sadness, relief, or tiredness. Murmurs, say something in a low voice. Chuckles, to laugh quietly or inwardly. Glen means a narrow valley, especially in Scotland or Ireland. Breeze, a gentle moving wind. Children, kindly learn and write the word meanings in your notebook. You can pause the video, jot down the points. I will also upload the page on the portal for your reference. Also learn and recite the poem with proper expressions and voice intonation. Thank you, children. Stay home, stay safe.